Okay. We're recording. Yeah.
All right. Hello. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna review my composition first. So it's like moments with you. So I'll just go ahead and play the piece, and then we can just talk about it afterwards. Yep, and that was my composition. Okay, I think there's a okay, I messed up on this note right here. I think that was supposed to be G natural, so that's probably why the chord sounded weird there,
I was
but
like, dissonance, yes.
I
We're in the
was
21st century.
I did not mean to make it dissonant.
It's so awesome. I seriously, as I like already said, love your attention to detail. I guess my like two thoughtful questions would be one, like what pieces influenced you um to write in this style
Um,
or composers?
I don't really like have any like composers that really come to my mind, I guess. Like I think I've been just listening to a lot of I guess like happy music. I don't know, it's hard to describe it.
Yeah.
Uh like I've been just like trying to listen around for like other pieces to get a feel on like how they convey
Mm-hmm.
it in a way. So I kind of tried to like come up with my own like melody, I guess, that sounds pretty happy because the piece is meant to be like pretty happy because it's like moments with you. So it's like pretty much inspired by like me just spending time with like my significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then I think my other question would be, was there like a specific form that you had in mind?
No, not really. I kind of just come up with the melody on the spot and I kind of just jot it down on Muse score. I'm like, oh, this sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna put that down. I didn't really think specifically about like ABA form or anything like that.
Yeah, because there's definitely like a lot of there's like what four specific like phrases, and then you have them separated by a rest. So was that's why I was thinking about form, like you had it in mind that you specifically like separated those.
Oh, I see. I didn't want to like make the transition super awkward, so that's why I kind of put some rest there to indicate there's something new.
Yeah,
But I didn't really think about like form, but yeah.
yeah, because I wonder how different it would sound if you it was more like through composed or it was more just connected.
Mhm.
Because it does sound like listening to it, I'm like very excited listening to all of it and I feel happy. And I feel like, oh, I'm looking at this. Then you're like, this is over. Okay, I'm looking at this now, and that's over. And now I'm looking at this. And like, it's just kind of constantly changing. So I
Mhm.
think, I just wonder what it would be like to have a more common, I guess, connecting theme.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's really well put together, significantly more matured than my piece. So really great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh, I guess we can move on to your piece, so I'll stop sharing
Okay,
mine.
thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Share screen. Have everything open in my life. Okay, here's mine. Honestly, 80 was like a little slow. Let's try 80. All right. Can you hear it?
Kind of. It sounds a little bit muffled on my end.
Is that better? Could you hear it at all?
No, I couldn't.
Okay. Let me just try it again. What about now?
I'm not getting anything, but it's okay. Like I had the chance to listen to it from the last
Okay.
time.
Maybe it'll come through in the recording for Dr. T's. You can at least get an idea of what it sounds like. Just like watching notes go by.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Okay. And that's my piece so far.
Okay. While you were working on the piece, did you find yourself to be like, oh, I don't really like this, so you keep on going back to do it again? Or do you kind of just put it down and then you're like, this is good enough, I'll just move on?
Second one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. I did like redo a bunch of different things, but like once I kind of put something down that didn't sound like awful, I kept it and kept going and seeing what it would turn into.
Are you thinking about coming up with a concept to help go with your current piece?
Concept, like, can you explain that a little more?
Like, so like for example, my title of the piece was like Moments with You because it was inspired by like
Right.
the concept of like being with me, my significant other. So I was just wondering if you would have like this type of like theme you kind of want your piece to follow, if that makes sense.
Right. Since I have like a melody, I'm lacking a melody, which honestly is kind of intentional. Because I really do like the colors and the breadth of the piece and just being able to hear the timbre of the instrument. So I might continue going on with that and having it be more of like a descriptive or like I think Dr. Tease has talked about like a programmatic piece. So it kind
Mm-hmm.
of I don't know, I definitely think of like something grand and like landscape, like having like breadth or something and definitely like movie soundtrack inspired. So it's not like a specific inspiration like you drew the comparison to yours.
Mm-hmm.
So I might add a melody and just take out one of the voices, or I might continue on with this kind of a texture. But I think I just was just writing and I kind of like having it be more like describing an image. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it sounds really cool with all the chords in the piece.
Yeah.
What do
I
you
really
think was the most frustrating part as you were composing this?
um just have like all the rest and different valued notes. Just literally using the program is the most like annoying part.
Right.
The actual composing isn't that annoying.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so I'll stop share. Actually, I'll continue sharing my screen. So ask questions and then record it. Okay, to help develop their composition. Is there anything else you think we should discuss?
I think that's all I had.
Okay. Did you want to discuss the article a little bit more? Or?
Sure. I felt like I related to some parts of the article. Like there was like this one part where the student is like super self-critical, so then they tend to not really write anything. And then
Mhm.
there's like the student that writes a lot, but like I guess doesn't really like revise it too much. And I personally felt like I fell into the category of being too self-critical, so I don't write as much.
Mhm.
Like I feel like as I was working on my composition, like I felt like I put it off a lot. Like I could have like had a little bit more content, but I was just waiting for that inspiration like it was talking about in the
Yeah.
article. But like because of like this quarantine and this lockdown, it's kind of hard to like draw inspiration, you
Mhm.
know? But yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with you on like what that was talking about in the article. It was really interesting talking about like looking at it in the span of time because I think us as like people in our 20s, like we're not really thinking of how our like mental capacity is going to be when we're 40 and how it's going to be different. So that was really interesting and just talking about the role or lack of a role of like composition teachers and it kind of being more just like someone just being there really that I've just done it longer than you. It's not like I'm giving you specific assignments. It's like no, I just can literally bounce out off ideas and you've just done this longer than me. And like he was saying, it's more like emotional therapy than anything, which I thought was really funny um, regarding teaching composition, and that seemed kind of similar to like a little more extreme though to the Stringham article where they were just talking about more like divergent thinking in teaching instead of just like there's only one way in answering questions. So I saw those similarities between the two.
Right, right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, bye, Dr. Teeth. Bye,
Bye.
Gabby. Thanks for doing this with me. It was
Yeah,
fun
no
seeing you too.
problem. Yeah, it was
Okay.
fun.
You press
Right.
record, right? You're all good to go?
I think so.
Okay. Let me know if you have questions uploading it. I don't know how to do it, but I'll try to help. So
Oh, I thought you were the one that pressed record and
I
then
did press record. Yeah.
okay. I think it saves